Okay, this is what I got when I completed the Narconon program, and this is what they presented to me. And this over here is what I received after the program at Narconon. Some of this stuff I had to go through. Some of this stuff I had to go through while on the program. The Narconon program consists of memorizing certain texts in ethics books. It speaks about antisocial people, social people. We had to memorize this verbatim, or we could not move on in the program. Narconon says it's not related to Scientology. It's completely secular. Well, if you look at this book here came from right over there. In fact, one of those tapes there was delivered to me from Brad Melnichuk from Able in Canada, and was presented to me at Narconon. The program consists of books 1 through 8. That nearly all of the books are taken right out of the Scientology textbooks from across the street here. If we don't memorize this stuff, our program is stopped or halted, our file put on shelves for 3 days at a time sometimes, until we agree to memorize this stuff. At the time you're doing the program, you don't realize it's Scientology, because nowhere on the Narconon books, anywhere, does it say something to Scientology. Only after I got out of the Narconon program, finished it, became a staff member, and started reading some of these books that I recognize word for word was the Narconon program out of the Scientology books that came from there. I was reading some emails that are starting to come in from ex-staff members and ex-patients. They call them students. And I was reading one last night, and the person said that when they got home, they were a complete shell. They hid for months because they were afraid of relapsing. That person had completed the program. And only recently did this person's brother or sister say to them, Narconon ruined your life, and only now are you able to begin to function properly. I posted that part of that email to me message on the forum, because I think people need to see how the Narconon program affects people in a very negative way, very unhealthy way, very dangerous way. And I think the Canadian government needs to realize this, understand this, see this, and ask for the evidence on it, because there's no way, in my opinion, should Narconon have charitable status in Canada when a charity is supposed to do good for people. It's supposed to be healthy for people. It's supposed to help society. When, quite notably, it's not. I have received hundreds of emails from people who are kind of shell-shocked. I left, diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, and it was after being a staff member there. The government really needs to take a close look at this. And you know, when the students finished their program there, when I was on the program, they have a drill called reach and withdraw. And what it is, they take the students or patients up to a room, and they bring out bags of heroin, crack cocaine, marijuana, crystal meth, and they put it in front of them. And the drill is, in my opinion, it's taunting for them. But the drill is for them to reach for it. They can even pick it up and then put it back. Take their hand away and then reach for it again. To me, it's insane. It's like taking somebody who's addicted to gambling into a casino for a coffee. Taking somebody who's addicted to sex into a strip club to have a cup of coffee. It's absolutely insane. On one occasion, one student actually grabbed some of the crack cocaine, was able to take it back to the dorm, and some of the students and patients got high on the crack cocaine. Whether they still use this process at Narconon Trois-Rivières, I don't know. But for somebody who has been away from drugs that long and never wants to see it ever again, never mind touch it, it's like bringing back memories of their old drug use. It's like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's like putting a drink in front of an alcoholic who's been away from alcohol for a long, long time and saying, here, pick it up, smell it, put it back down again. Why they do this? What is it for? Why do they do that? Is it part of the Scientology doctrine? I don't know. I really don't know. Some of the stuff that goes on in a Narconon, at least the one I was in, Narconon Trois-Rivières, is so absurd. I don't know how they get away with it from the Canadian government. Not only the health department, because there is no therapist there. There's no doctors on site. There's no medical treatment room. There's just mainly people who are Scientologists, people who have just recently graduated, who in no way should be working there to help other students in a professional capacity. They're not, they don't have a degree in any psychology or any treatment courses at colleges or university. So that they really, although their heart is in it to help people, they really don't know what they're doing. And this is where the harm is caused. I mean, I've seen people taken away in ambulances from the detox center because they had seizures, and there's nothing there to treat them with. No treatment room, no doctor, no nurses, no qualified people. So I don't know why they have got away with this for so long. But I see now, and I'm reading every day, where ex-patients, ex-students are starting to speak out and tell me their stories in writing. What happened to them? And is there help for them? What can I do? You know, when you go to a place like that and you pay $23,000, some people pay less, you know, $9,000, $8,000, but most pay $23,000 after being told that there's a success rate of 70 to 76% as advertised on their websites, as advertised in their brochure, as pitched to them by the registrars over the phone to get them in there. The patients, the students, the parents, the sponsors. Very noisy. Have a very reasonable expectation of success when they are, when it's implied, expressed that there is at least a 70% success rate. Well, the success rate is not 70%. In my opinion, it's under 50%. And that's not taking into account the students and patients that didn't finish the program, who left or got kicked out. So there's a lot of them writing me and saying, you know, I think I should get my money back. They didn't provide the service I paid for. And in my opinion, they're going to get it. It may take a little bit of time, but I think they're going to get it, and they deserve it. And in my opinion, the Narconon should have their charitable status taken away immediately. In no way are they helping the people, the public of Canada, and definitely not the other people who come from the United States and all over the world to pay those high fees. To me, it's exploitive. I've seen some students or patients after they did something wrong and had to go through an ethics cycle, like it's in that ethics book from Scientology. I've seen them scrubbing walls, cleaning up, doing work that the paid people from Narconon should be doing. It's something that I can't believe is in a country like ours, Canada.